Hello everyone, and welcome back to the How to Build an RTS Game from Start to Finish series, where we learn to build a game from the ground up while completely at the mercy of you guys. Hey guys, in our last video, we made our enemies start to attack us if we get too close. And if you haven't seen that one, go ahead and check it out, as we're going to be using the same project, and I'll link to it in the card and in the description below for you guys. This time, I'd actually like to cover something very important for development. In the last video, I said that there were a few things that we needed that I wanted to fix later, um, and we don't want to just sit around for too long because we have a way higher chance of forgetting. So this video is going to be about refactoring and cleaning up our code a little bit. And unfortunately, I already recorded this video and I got into editing it and I was editing it for a couple hours and then I realized that I never recorded the um the code part. The Visual Studio part wasn't recorded. So this time, as you can see, I already have it up. But I'm just gonna kind of go over the changes with you. Um, And if it turns out that it's a little bit harder to follow along, let me know. But it's a fairly simple change. So the first thing that I wanted to do in the last video was get rid of the health functions and put them in their own place. Um, so to do this, um, we're gonna want to create a new script um, to handle the health, right? Um, so what I did is we're gonna hop down, I believe, let's see, let me check my notes real quick. Yep, unit stat display. So this unit stat display script is gonna be placed on our unit stat display prefab. Okay. So the way we're gonna do this, um, so what I originally did was I just popped over into uh, like enemy unit and I pulled over all of the health functions. I just literally highlighted them, pressed Control X to cut, and then just hopped over in here and literally just pasted them. So here's take damage, here's handle health, and the die function. Now this allowed me to put handle health into the update function here on unit stat display. And then the only other change is going to be this set here. And what we're doing here is checking whether or not um, we're a player unit or an enemy unit. So we're checking if we're a player unit or an enemy unit, and then we're setting the health and armor stats for those units. So to do that, I set up a try block, and a try block just essentially means try to do this. If it doesn't work, then try to do this. And I put another try block inside of this one. So try to do this, which is just max health is game object get component in parent player dot player unit base stats health. So we're checking, is it a player unit? If it is, set the stats and set is player unit to true. If this doesn't work, meaning it couldn't find this script on the game object, so it looks for it. If this comes back null because it doesn't exist, then try the catch. So inside the catch, I threw another try. I said, try to find out if it's an enemy unit then. And I did the same thing as up here. I just changed it to an enemy unit. And then said, is player unit is false. And so if this doesn't work, I put the catch to just debug us saying that no unit scripts were found on that object, which shouldn't happen, but just in case, I put it in there. And that's just to give us the right information for each unit. Now, up here, we just want public float, max health, armor, current health, a serialized field, private, image, health bar amount. And to use image, you need to have unity engine.ui in there. And then private bool is player unit equals false. I just set it to false right away, but at the start, we actually determine whether that's true or false. Um, yeah, and so then the rest of this is just copied over that we already had. I literally just took it out of our enemy unit script and deleted them out of the player unit script. So in our enemy unit script now, um, we removed completely that late update function that we had that was originally handling the health. So I just removed it completely. Yeah, so I took out the the floats for our health, like max health, current health, things like that. Took those out of the enemy unit script. So now we'll just start on the enemy unit script. These are the only references that I have in here now. Or not references, but these are the only variables that we have. And again, like I said, I just removed all of the health functions, including take damage. So this is going to be our new enemy unit script. I'll just hover here for a couple seconds. You can pause it and make sure it matches yours if you need to. And then I'll scroll down. And one more. And then player units is almost just bare bones now. So this is player units. It's very small. We got to get rid of almost everything and keep this nice and clean. So that's really nice. And then our unit stat display, if you want to do the same thing on here. And again, these are just the same exact functions we had already typed. I just moved them over here. That's all I did. Um, this actually, I believe, had to change. Nope, looks like I did just copy that over as well. Yeah, and so that's about it. So that's it for the code wise. So we kind of dissected this enemy unit script and the player unit script and pulled everything over into a unit stat display. Now in unit stat display, keep in mind we do still have namespaces, and I put that LP FDG units. And I'm going to hop over into Unity now and just show you here. We hop on our unit stat display prefab, so we just double click that, go to unit stat display, and we drag and drop unit stat display onto this object. And this health bar amount is our health bar. So we just drag and drop this right there, and bam, bam, we are done. So let's see how this works. So now we should have the same functionality as before, but it's broken up into sections that can make sense here. Oh, cool, cool. Looks like it's not removing it. So one thing that I want to try to do here is we'll hop over into unit stat display. We might be killing it too soon. So let's take this out, put that bad boy in there, and then we'll just say else, just destroy. Okay, save that. Let's check it out. And there we go. Now we're removing it properly from the list, and we're good. So, what I just did there, in the die function, since we were setting whether it was a player or unit or not, um, I wanted, it was trying to do this, but before it could finish doing it, it, it was destroying the game object. So instead I said, do this, then this, or else you can just do this. And that should just about wrap that up. Sorry, this video is not as long as they normally are. Um, like I said, I recorded the whole thing and all of the editing and work that I put into it just totally tore it up. Uh, so, but yeah, if you have any questions on this, again, please feel free to let me know or ask in the Discord community, and I can absolutely help you out with it. I would just say, take your time, pause it as you need, and everything's there. It's just those three scripts that are changed up a little bit, and and thanks everyone for all the birthday wishes, and we got a couple more Patreon subscribers now, which is super awesome. You guys have been more than supportive, and I really, really appreciate that. I really do. Um, and I have some more stuff being created, and we got some new sort of standalone tutorials coming out. So that's all super, super exciting stuff to look forward to. Um, yeah. Anyways, um, if you're not subscribed already, please click it, hit the like, do all the YouTubey stuff that everybody always says, and you probably have bleeding ears from hearing all the time. But yeah, thank you guys, and until next time, peace.